Hi everyone, my name is Eldar, and this is a channel where I play games made for 7-day-old challenges. Today we're playing a game called Demonic Depths, made for 7-day-old 2021. And the game essentially casts you as a wizard, trying to, I don't know, whether we're escaping a dungeon or digging deeper into the dungeon, essentially explore dungeons with a selection of spells, out of which we can only carry 5 at a time. We have HP, we have 3 types of resources, and every spell requires some combination of resources to be cast. The basic ones that we start with are Phase Shift, which is essentially 2 free turns or something like that, Shock, which is damaging enemies at a distance, and Meditate, which converts your rings into health. Let's explore this together and see if we can escape. And this is a rat, our first enemy. Is a very basic enemy, it can do essentially nothing except move and attack, so it's very easy to fight. These are resources that we collect, and this is the exit that I'm not going to take just yet, because I want to make sure I maximize the resource collection, especially at the start. Oh, and this book is a spell, so we can get a blood ritual spell which converts our HP into, I guess we can call it darkness. Let's take it. Until we reach 5 spells, there is really no incentive not to take something, but afterwards we have to decide which ones to balance. And this one creates a barrier for a moment. Let's try it as well. Okay, these enemies are maybe hellhounds, and their ability is they move two slots instead of 1, 2 spaces. So we want to maneuver around them a bit more carefully. Nobody in here, a lot of resources, which is good. Let's see a stray rat. Nothing else in here. Oh, and let's not forget to take this before we leave. Alright, depth 3, another doggy. And the new type of enemy here is a skeleton over there. And skellies have the ability to essentially be immortal. Well, they haven't noticed me yet. Whenever you kill them, they actually rise up after a couple turns, just like this. Another blood ritual, definitely not useful. I can either discard or just replace 4 with 4. Like spell number 4 with a blood ritual. Achieves the same thing. Let's take this, kill them off again, and get out of here. Depth number 4. Oh, the new type of the enemy here is a snake. If it attacks you, you start tripping, which means you can't recognize enemies for the next, I don't know, 10 turns or something. So I'm kind of low on HP, so I would rather just shock it. Oops, I really messed up. I was planning to shock it from a distance to make sure that I have more than 1 turn. To like make sure that I don't have to attack it from up close twice. And I clicked on meditate instead, which made me meditate and wait for it to attack me. And here I'm tripping, so you can see all the different enemies in this game. I'm not sure if they're all real. I've definitely seen most of them when I played. So yeah, I don't know if this tells us how many levels are in the game or if it's just kind of a joke. Okay, let's try to not click random things this time, because we're doing really well, and it's sad that I messed up this hard. But we are in a weird position here. Wow, we actually spent 1 HP. Sure. A Pulsewave. Force all creatures away. Let's try it out. A lot of resources, which is good. Exit. And nothing else here. Okay. We see the doggy again. We see more HP. And we get an imprison spell. Holds an enemy for a short time. Seems like it might be useful later on. I don't think I really wanted to hold anyone so far. And nothing in here. Okay, Depth is third. This is safe. And we see the skellies from the last run. Quite a lot of skellies actually. Kind of looks like if I wait, they will both attack me, so I guess I can just phase shift and kill one of them. And we got a Pulsewave again, so I'll just discard it. I don't think I explored. No, there was nothing to explore, so never mind. Depth the fourth. Another doggy. A balance. Convert these two into two of those. Yeah, I don't know if it's really useful. Like I played several times and I don't know if I found myself lacking these particularly, or rather like having. I think I really am using the dark ones the most, darkness, so I would rather not do this at all. Another skelly. And we are out. Cool, I see a snake. And I see a new enemy, zombie. Zombies just move slowly, but otherwise they're pretty tough. So maybe I'll just shock the snake. Okay, not meditate this time, just shock it, and now we can kill it. I'll wait for it to approach, and now the strategy is just to keep running away essentially. This snake I will let attack myself, because I have the most HP. I already have it in prison. And we're tripping for 5 turns, so I kind of don't want to face an enemy without knowing what it is. And it was a skelly. One more skelly. Darkness. This is the exit that I don't want to take yet. Let's make sure we take this up. And if I'm not mistaken, this was it. There was nothing else to take. Depth is 6. Okay, now I'm kind of in trouble. Oh, I guess the pathfinding of this is not very smart, because it would have gone around, but it didn't. It's waiting for the zombie, which is good because I can shock it from afar. I don't think I explained the ghost ones. The ghosts steal your darkness, I think, when they attack you, which in certain situations is worse than stealing your HP. And I just let it do it, so I think I'll just use this phase shift to not let it steal anything anymore. Which might have achieved the same effect, I'm not exactly sure. A golem. Summon a friend. Sadly, friend cannot descend stairs. I don't know if it's good or not, but let's replace shock with it and see. I don't know how strong the golem is, so depending on its strength, it might be very, very useful, right? I also wonder how the golem interacts with a certain kind of enemy that appears maybe on this depth, maybe one depth further. There is these enemies that are like jellies. You essentially do not want to attack them, otherwise they multiply. I don't know who that is. Oh, there it is, a jelly. So if I attack it, it's going to double. So you definitely don't want to attack them. And now I wonder if I put down a golem, will it also make them multiply, or will it actually make them, you know, die? I'm going to phase shift around this one because I really don't want it to multiply. And what's more likely, that there is an exit here or that there is not? Because it will cost me fighting this thing. Let's risk it and see. There is an exit. Nice. I don't know if this spell, a potentially good spell, is worth spending an HP on. Will it be 1 HP or more? So I go here, it goes here, I pick this up, it attacks me, and I go this way. It's just 1 HP. Alright, let's try. Haste. This might be good. I think Pulsewave sounded interesting, or it might push enemies away. So I will replace Imprison with the Haste. There's an HP that I won't take, and we're on Depth 8. Okay, Depth 8 introduces spiders, which lay the spider webs, which stop you for 1 turn. So, yeah, just like here. So they have a real potential to mess you up. I think I will just Pulsewave, or maybe Haste is good here. Alright, so we're hasty. Oops. I was planning to take the resource there, because I thought because I'm hasty I'll be moving 2 steps at a time, but the spider actually occupied it. What if I do a phase shift on top of being hasty? I think it works. I don't know if I want that spell. I'll just keep going. Hey, how come I didn't pick it up again? Okay. I think this is a bug, right? The haste is not supposed to make me miss the things I'm stepping on. At least that's how I would understand it, but it definitely did this time. Invisibility. Should we try it out? I feel like we don't have enough darkness for pulling it off. And let's actually test the golem. There we have it. Golem definitely did not help. It multiplied those things. So I'll let it fight on my behalf and just run. We have someone else in there. I'll kill you, and now I'll try the Pulsewave. So force all creatures away. That did not look like anybody got forced away, to be honest. I don't know if it's a bug or I'm misunderstanding it, but here I see an exit, so what can I do to escape? If I haste and I Pulsewave, maybe I can make it. I mean phase shift, not Pulsewave. So I phase shift, I haste. I'm not sure why the first time I clicked I did not escape, but I am safe now. These seem like vampires. I don't know what they do. And we can't rely on the Pulsewave because it doesn't seem to work. Well, I guess all I can do is just haste when I'm... maybe I can try the golem again. Whoops. The golem died before anyone else. And now I don't have any resources. Literally any resources. Well, I seem pretty dead. I could try my Hail Pulsewave again, and it didn't work. Okay, so let's remember not to pick up Pulsewaves because I think they're bugged. And let's remember the haste kind of walks over the resources as well. And let's try this once more. Sure. I don't know if I'll ever use this balance, but why not? More options is better than less. Doggy. Another balance? Why? Why am I so lucky with balance today? Nothing here. No, no thank you. No Pulsewave. Yeah, these carries are kind of frustrating when you have stronger enemies to deal with. Invisibility, that we haven't tried, and I'm not sure if it's really like, does it mean that nobody can attack you for some duration, or does it mean something else? Oops, I think I've made a mistake here. It's okay, I can spend 1 HP on... Oh, I could spend 1 HP, but not 2, for no good reason. I'll just shock it from afar to save some HP for more stupid mistakes. Cool. 5th depth. Transpose. Swap places with a creature. This looks like it might be really good. So I'll definitely go for it. Maybe I don't need the meditation anymore. Nah, it's okay. Balance is pretty useless. And maybe I will meditate now while I have these rings that I don't use for anything else. And there are no enemies in my vicinity. Zombie. I'll just trip away from the action. Another zombie. Okay, another snake. I guess my HP is my highest resource right now, so it makes sense to use it. And I really value darkness, so it's good that I find it. I don't know if the ghost attacked me or not, because I think the ghost eats up maybe a random resource, maybe your rings, I'm not sure. But it seemed to me like I lost something. What is that? That's a zombie. Yeah, thankfully the pathfinding is forgiving, so it doesn't want to go around, otherwise I might have been in trouble. Oops, I forgot when I attacked it or not. So let me attack it ahead of time, and now kill it. Omniscience. See everything for 1 of each resource. This might be very useful at the very end, right? When we don't have... when instead of fighting everything, we're just trying to escape. But I don't know if I wanna spend a slot on it. I'll just... Because I might not even have the resources necessary. But let's replace the meditations that I don't really use it much. And see how that goes. Okay, 7th depth. I think this is the one with the jellies, right? Okay, so this time it stole my green thing. And now it's still in my rings. Yeah, I don't know if... it seems like it always steals the least resource you have, maybe? Which kind of makes sense. And for you, what if I become invisible? Invisible 7. Oh no, it's just going. Well, I did not escape it at all. Then I'm going to transpose instead. Bye. Alright, more darkness, good. Even more darkness, good. I think I have to let it hit me. Oh no, and phase shift also walks over these things, which sounds less like a bug and more like it's supposed to be this way. But now, do I want to return for it at the cost of 2 HP? I probably do not. Another thingy. I will just phase shift to save HP. 2 HP or 1 darkness? Probably 1 darkness. Another invisibility. Cool. Depth 8. We are really low on resources. Yeah, I don't know. This is not looking very promising. I'll probably transpose with the spider. Imprison. I could use these 2 rings probably for that. So invisibility was about 7 turns, and I'm not sure whether they saw me if I was next to them or not. Transpose might be more powerful. Let's try to replace invisibility. Yeah, and I don't want to fight anything here. Depth the 9th. So I think the spider only has 2 HP, so I might be just fine fighting it. 1, 2, yep. Now I can spend all my time clearing these nets. Metamorph. Spend 1 HP to redistribute your resources. I don't really have resources right now, so it might be a waste of a slot. Oh no, oh, that looks bad. That vampire I don't want to fight. Let's phase shift and attack it as much as we can. So vampires have 3 HP it seems. Maybe I should clear these nets up before I see anyone. Another vampire, so phase shift pretty much lets me kill it for free. And I see another darkness, which is really welcome. Is spending 1 darkness worth killing this thing and potentially finding more resources? Probably not. Depth number 10 with demons. I feel like I should transpose with this and just run. And maybe imprison this one and keep running. Oops, it creates fire. I was banking on there being an exit, but it's actually somewhere in this area. Otherwise I could have gone for the darkness and escaped. Well, I don't think there's anything I can do now. He'll just kill me the next turn, right? Let's just shock him as our last final song. Yep. It seems like demons don't attack you directly, they just create fire that attacks you. Okay, we can work with that. Let's try it one last time, and maybe this time will be more successful. Oh. I think there is a bug that when you die from a fire, as opposed to dying from a direct attack, it actually does not create the restart screen here. So I'm pressing space, nothing's happening. Yeah, I'll just refresh the page. Okay. I'm feeling good about this one. We're gonna do great. We're going to get out this time. Just need to get a bit luckier with resources, you know. Transpose, I love transpose. I think transpose is the most powerful spell here. Let's go. Need to be careful with the doggies. Still gotta explore the northwest, and we have a second spell, Volcano. More doggies. Okay. I'm not feeling good about this run anymore. I essentially moved into the area where it could attack me, and now I have 1 less HP. And I think wherever I move, yeah, I have to actually phase shift to save 1 HP. Health, resource. A crusade. So I don't know if it's really worth it, but I could definitely try. Let me replace the shock with a crusade, then enact it, and then kill these 2. So I got 1 more ring than I started with. But now I need to remember to crusade from the start every time. So here we crusade. We know there's 4 enemies around here. One last enemy. Okay, more skellies. Damn, I'm spending another HP, I think, because I don't really know what to do. I mean, I could definitely volcano and potentially create a fire zone that I cannot get through myself, so whatever. 1 HP, okay. Turns out I could have just volcanoed, honestly. Nothing to see here. These killers are really annoying. Imprison. So what's better, an imprison or volcano? How many times did I end up in a situation where I needed to AoE? And how many times was I running away from someone? Yeah, I think I would prefer imprison. But then I have a lot of the green stuff that I don't have a spell to use with. No, I still prefer, I think, this way. Unfortunately, I cannot meditate because these things will get me. And I think the exit was here, yeah. Okay, I see another skelly, so I again cannot meditate. Let me crusade. Oh, it's a lot of zombies. Well, because the skelly went somewhere, I guess I can afford to meditate now. Let's get more HP, because we'll get the 5 rings from the crusade at the end of the turn. Actually, there's another one here. Oh, the snake really went far, eh? This was a skelly, right? Yeah. Wall of mud. I do have the relevant resources. Create a barrier for a moment. I don't know what's a barrier though. Should I replace the meditate with this thing? Maybe the crusade, because I have too many. Let's replace the crusade. And let's just try it out. So I can encircle either myself or somebody else. Yeah, looks like it. Seemed like, I don't know, 5+ turns at least. Okay, so we have a way to Actually, it's very similar to Imprison, it seems, but it has a bigger area of effect. We have a way to block somebody from reaching us. This will steal my darkness. If I let it attack me, whatever. Hey, it didn't steal my darkness, it stole my green thing. Yeah, I'm pretty confused about what it steals. Maybe it's just random then. I can sacrifice an HP, sure. Not tripping anymore. A zombie. Again, looks like I would rather sacrifice an HP than anything else. Yeah. I think it stole the green thing again. HP. One more circle. I don't have any more space for circles. Another wall of mud. No thanks. This is the exit. And I guess I have to take it. Alright, time for these blobs. Maybe I can imprison the ghost. No, I should probably imprison the blob. Took the green thing again. So what if I just imprison you and keep going? Another blob. I don't want to waste my time going for that spell, so I think I'll transpose with the blob and run. And maybe the best thing to do is just run, honestly. Another freaking blob there. I see a spider. I can just switch with a spider, maybe. Wait, but I'm pretty sure I saw a ghost. Where did it go? Did it just fly backwards to the right? Maybe it did. I think I'll fight the spider. And now I'm kinda in a bad shape. How much HP am I going to spend? I think 3? 1, 2, not even 3, but oh no. Yeah, I was really better off just trying to transpose immediately. I could meditate, but not with the thing around me, so let's try to escape it. Hey, why are there so many? Transpose. This one needed 3 attacks, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Damn, there is a lot of them. I transpose with this one. I keep running. Oh my god. I only have 2 HP, so I'm dead. Unless I do something. What would that something be? Wall of mud around me? Can I even do it? No, I cannot. I see how the wall of mud works. It only places the walls on the unoccupied cells. Okay, well that was fun. I really like this game actually. I think that for all its simplicity, which is like, you know, a level which fits on the screen, and then only, I didn't count how many spells there are, but it doesn't seem like there are too many, you know, there's not 100 of them, but just balancing which 5 you're going to take and how you're going to use them, balancing out the resources, is a very interesting challenge. I'm not sure whether there are many more depths beyond the 10s. If there are, the game seems a bit hard. It seems like you really need to get lucky, or maybe I'm just not very good, you know. Anyway, I really like the game. I hope you do as well. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time.